The mirror principle is when life reflects what you think about yourself. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but your entire life is a mirror of what you believe about yourself. If you don't like what you see, it's not the mirror that needs changing. It's the image you're holding within, and only you have the power to change it. Welcome back to the Think It So podcast, the space where we stop living by default and start creating on purpose. I'm Robinette, and each week we explore how to use the power of thought, belief, and imagination to shift our world and change our lives from the inside out. Whether you've been rocking with me from the start or this is your first time tuning in, I want to say thank you for pressing play on this video today. This podcast exists to remind you that you are not powerless, you are not broken, and you are not alone. In fact, you are powerful, brilliant, and worthy of all the good that life has to offer. And everything around you is responding to what you think, feel, and believe about yourself. Now, before you close this app, if today's message resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder of their own power. The world you see is not just happening to you, it's happening through you. Every interaction, every reaction, every situation is a mirror, reflecting back your own beliefs, wounds, fears, and yes, even your power. This isn't about blame. This is about awareness. When something triggers you, it's not just them. It's a reflection of something unresolved within you. Whether it's the way someone talks to you, ignores you, or even loves you, your response is a window into your subconscious programming. So many people want to fix the whole world while never looking in the mirror. But the mirror is the only place where true transformation begins. When you find yourself judging others, maybe criticizing someone's choices, picking apart their outfit, mocking their behavior, that's not just pettiness. That's a projection of your own inner critic. We learn to judge early in life. Many of us were raised in environments where love was conditional. It was based on performance or obedience, appearance, or approval. And over time, we internalized those messages and we built an inner mirror that reflected back, "You're not good enough unless." So what happens when you see someone else break those rules? You judge them because deep down, you're still judging yourself. Growing up, I had an aunt. Let's call her AB. She was someone that I considered to be very mean. She always felt hard, cold, and distant, so I avoided her. And even as I got older, I would call to check on her because she had no kids of her own, but the connection was never really warm. It always felt distant. Now here's where it gets real. My family members would always say, "I look like her." And admittedly, I do. And over the years, they'd start saying, "You act just like AB," or worse, "You are just like AB." And let me tell you, that did not sit well with me because there were parts of her that I did not want to be anything like. So at first, I resisted the comparisons, but over time, the reflection got harder to ignore. And eventually, I realized that I was being shown a mirror. What I couldn't stand in her, I had become. Somewhere along the way, I had also hardened my heart. I had built walls. I had shut down emotionally to protect myself, just like she had. And one day I saw it as clear as day. That trigger, that rejection of her, it wasn't really about her. It was about what she reflected back to me about myself. So I made a vow to soften my heart, to be understanding instead of needing to be understood, to stop living through old patterns of protection and start living through compassion. And that moment was a turning point. Not because she changed, but because I did. And I also began to understand her better. The hardness wasn't meanness, it was pain. It was disappointment. It was years of unmet expectations and judgment of others who didn't live up to the image she held. And we do this too. We judge others so harshly when deep down we're still grieving the parts of ourselves that we've never healed. And it doesn't stop with us. Many of our mirrors are handed down. Generational indoctrination teaches us who to be, how to behave, what to expect from life, and what's possible for people like us. And some of you were taught that softness is weakness, that vulnerability is dangerous, that emotion is something that we should hide. And others were taught to perform for love, to strive for approval, to judge anyone who didn't follow the rules. So you're not just looking into a mirror, you're looking into a hall of mirrors built by generations before you. And the moment you become aware of that, you gain the power to smash the illusion. And let me tell you, if you think that self-judgment isn't running deep, let me share something that I witnessed firsthand. A few years ago, I hosted an estate sale, and the home where we had the sale had a full-length mirror right inside the front door. Now, I was sitting off to the side at a table nearby, greeting people as they came in and checking them out as they left. And here's what blew my mind. Out of the 35 to 40 people who walked through that door, nearly every man, woman, young, old, nearly everyone took one look at their reflection and said something negative about themselves. It was, I look a mess. Oh, whew, I didn't know I looked that tired. Oh my God, I need to lose weight. Oh Lord, look at me. They were so offended by their own image every single time. Except one. One man walked in, caught a glimpse of himself, smiled and said, "All right now," with a wink and a nod. He was the only person who greeted his reflection with love. And that moment told me that we are so conditioned to tear ourselves down, even in passing, even as a joke, that we don't even think twice about it. That mirror didn't make them feel that way. The beliefs that they walked in with did. That mirror just told the truth about their self-image. And if we don't become conscious of it, we'll carry that silent self-judgment into every room, every relationship, every decision, never realizing that the reflection we hate is the one that we've created through repetition and belief. That programming doesn't just sit in your mind. It shows up in how you speak, how you judge, and how you treat yourself and others. Let's break some patterns. Gossip is a mirror. When you speak negatively about someone behind their back, it's often rooted in a part of you that feels threatened or not enough. Insecurity. That's your own inner judgment manifesting as fear. You think people are judging you, but really you're just echoing your own inner critic. Jealousy is another powerful mirror. You're not really mad at the person who has more. You're mad that you haven't given your own self permission to become more. These aren't character flaws. They're calls for self-awareness. Remember, your life is a mirror of what you believe about you. And if you're willing to see it, then you're already in the process of changing it. So how do we stop reacting and start reflecting? You shift the image, not the one in the mirror, but the one within, in your mind, in your heart. You stop trying to correct what you see out there, and you start creating something new in here. You begin to rewrite the script your subconscious is running. You stop judging yourself. You start loving yourself. You reclaim the narrative because your life reflects what you believe about you, and only you have the power to change that. This is where the real work begins. This week, take 10 to 15 minutes to sit with this mirror reflection journal page that we've created just for this episode. You can find the link in the description. The prompts will help you uncover what your recent triggers really mean, where your self-image might be asking to evolve, how to respond differently when the mirror shows up. Don't avoid the mirror. Don't cover it. Don't cover it. Look into it with love, with power, with the knowing that you are always free to become someone new. You deserve to see a reflection that honors your growth and not your past. Thank you for tuning in. If this episode opened something for you, share it with a friend. Leave a review. Let me know what you think, and take a moment to subscribe. Your support helps these messages reach more people who are ready to reclaim their image. Don't forget to download your free mirror reflection journal page. Say that 5 times fast. You'll find the link in the description. Until next time, think it so.